Welcome to the Mindset Mentor segment on today's Smart Chiropractor Show. Jason, you put the title in there, Freedom, Who Wants It? It's that time of year specific in the United States. Why do chiropractors need to be asking themselves that question?
Well, you know, the word is used a lot in a lot of different contexts, especially these days. I'm not going to get politically controversial at the moment, but freedom is supposed to be one of those core elements that we have here in the United States. And the United States is very much founded on the concept of freedom. You know, our founding fathers, mothers, the people that started this country did it for this exact reason. They did not have freedoms in other places. They came to set up a country based on freedom. So that's one thing. But the question is, do you have freedom in your practice? And that's the real question that I want to ask is, you know, our founding people, I don't even know what words you can even say safely these days any longer, so forgive me, I'm still trying to figure that part out. The people that founded our country fought, sacrificed, traveled, went to war, did everything they possibly could for this principle. And my question is, what are you doing to fight for freedom or to work for freedom in your practice? You might be asking, what kind of freedom am I talking about? I am talking about financial freedom. I am talking about getting over the stress of that chronic underlying financial stress we call cuffs that most chiropractors suffer month after month after month after month. What are the symptoms? If you find yourself each and every month saying, where are all the new patients? We need more new patients. What are we doing to get more new patients this month? You're probably suffering from cuffs. And what we're talking about here in the spirit of freedom is that just like there were those in the past that fought, that killed, that sacrificed for freedom for themselves and others, I and Jeff want to inspire you to work for the freedom you deserve, the financial freedom you deserve in your practice. What does that look like? Here's what that looks like. Each and every month, you have a responsibility. You have what we call recurring expenses. If you think about it, if I ask you right now, what do you have to spend next month that you're obligated to pay? Your rent, your mortgage, your payroll, your taxes, your insurances, other expenses, loans. You could calculate how much money you absolutely must earn and pay next month just to cover your bills, not even to profit, just to cover your obligations. And most people experience significant stress when they're unsure that they're going to receive, earn, attract, generate the money that it's going to take to cover those expenses. That is a problem that has plagued this profession for decades and has caused extreme stress for most chiropractors for decades, and it no longer has to be that way. Take this Independence Day. When you say freedom, you think about financial freedom. And the payday practice and what we've been teaching in the webinars and the 30-day accelerated training are designed to heal exactly that condition, to help you understand, in a nutshell, to get to the point, how to generate monthly recurring revenue that meets your monthly recurring expenses so that you no longer have to financially stress out about things. And I would guesstimate that a good 90%, maybe more, of the stress you experience has something to do with finances. So if you can heal your financial situation by absolutely knowing confidently that your monthly recurring expenses will be covered by monthly recurring revenue, and that you can turn the first day of every month from, back to zero in collections into, yes, it's payday, and have the confidence to know that each and every month your responsibilities, your financial obligations, your monthly recurring expenses will be handled and covered each and every month through monthly recurring revenue. We'll teach you how to do it. You don't have to change what you're doing right now that you love doing. In fact, you can probably do more of it if you love doing it. That's what freedom is all about. That's what this celebration is all about. I hope we get lots of other freedoms back, like freedom of speech and freedoms of our bodies and freedoms of all kinds of other things. But today's conversation is about financial freedom, because when you have financial freedom, you can support those who are fighting for those other rights with your finances and do something about it beyond worry, stress, complain, be frustrated, something that affects all of us. Let's all earn revenue to support those who are fighting for us and to reduce our financial stress forever. Jeff, I hope you had a great 4th of July celebrating Independence Day. What are your thoughts on this mindset moment?
Well, when I saw the topic, I didn't know which way you were going to go with it, but I love it. I think it's absolutely it's imperative that docs begin to think about how they can diversify their revenue streams, because when you are super vulnerable by only having one way of generating 99.9% of your income, and that way is fee for service, you are limited in your freedom to do what you'd like. You have constant expenses, monthly expenses coming in month after month. And when you are 100% fee for service, you don't have the freedom of time. You're trading time for money. Now, as healthcare providers, as service providers, that's what many of us signed up for, and it is awesome to deliver that care. However, there can be a balance. If 5, 10, 20% of your income was generated, as you very well pointed out, through monthly recurring revenue, now that does allow you some extra freedom. It doesn't mean you shift everything that you're doing. It doesn't mean you need to become an online health coach and entrepreneur tomorrow. What it does mean is that you need to take up the opportunities when they present themselves to generate recurring revenue that gives you the financial freedom to make independent decisions and have more fun in what you love to do, which is delivering that care fee for service hands-on. So when you have other revenue streams that help support that, now you end up in the position of stability, growth, fun. When you don't, this is when you have vulnerability, when you have increased chronic financial stress, as you described, and certainly when your options start to become limited with what you can do with your time. So when you can find items, opportunities, monthly recurring revenue, subscription products, whatever it might be for you, that separate the time for money equation, that's what starts to increase the amount of financial freedom that you have. So it's not an all or nothing, an on or off switch, it's a dial. So the beauty is you get to turn it up at the rate that you'd like. But if you haven't started at all yet, or maybe you're along the path, we'd encourage you to check out the Payday Practice, where we outline 3 separate models of how you can go about this, and we have gone into extreme detail on how to implement in your practice. You can pick up our book. We put it out as a gift to our audience, to the people that are tuning in. You can check it out at thepaydaypractice.com for a limited time. It is a free download. You will see it on Amazon in the not too distant future. But right now, we'd encourage you to pick up The Payday Practice at thepaydaypractice.com. Jason, fantastic way to kick off today's show. Awesome mindset segment. Thank you so much for watching this video on the Smart Chiropractor. To not miss a single thing that's clinically oriented, marketing oriented, or more, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel today.